Russia is being invaded. So is the US to its southern border. How is this connected? We're going to get into it right here on Food for Thought. Let's roll. What up, everybody? Hopefully, I'm reaching you at good health and good mind state and peace and everything like that. You're on Food for Thought, brought to you by Proof to Me that You're Alive, NazareN, Romaniya poet. All the shout outs is at the end of the video. Russia is being invaded, and this time is serious. This time it's different. It's not like the Wagner group. This time they penetrated the Russian border control, and Russian soldiers are running for the hills. Let me be the first one to tell you that's another Western mass media spewing BS on you, like they always do. But I'm not even mad at the mass media. I'm mad at like independent YouTube channels. Such channel comes to mind like Enforcer, man. He has a pretty big following and he's spewing lies. As of right now, I'm putting sanctions on all of you independent YouTubers out there. You can't be talking about Russia or Ukraine unless you can pronounce any of our cities or towns, which you can't. So what happened? On the night of March 12th, there was yet another penetration through the Russian border control. Basically, about 10 tanks came in through the Belgorod Oblast, because you have to remember that between Kharkov and Belgorod, it's about 50-kilometer distance. So obviously it's a good opportunity for the Zelensky regime to do like these media outbursts, if you will, these commercial, I don't even know what to call it, man, PR moves, man. But before all of that happened, there was some towns and cities that got hit with drone attacks. I don't think I can say the S word on YouTube, but whatever city as Kursk Oblast, which is a province, a oil and gas factory got hit.
На, беспилотник рядом с моей работой. Я на оторвало.
In Western mass media, they're saying, oh, 5% of Russian oil reserves are now gone. That's all BS. There was one gas tanker that was hit. The fire was put out by the morning time into the day. Like, it wasn't a big deal. About 10 cities got actually hit with drones. Moscow was one of them. 20 more drones got demolished. There was one .U rocket that also was stopped in its tracks. But this is not the point of this video. The point of this video, that this is obviously another PR move. Don't believe a single word that you hear in Western news. I'm actually in contact with people on ground in Russia. I have a cousin that's living in Belgorod, and they're not panicking at all, basically, because about 10 tanks came in and those were stopped too. And the biggest lie that was told that these were Russians against Putin invading Russia, which is yet another lie. Are there battalions that are anti-Putin and that are Russian? Yes, there are. But if you look at the totality of this war, this is a civil war, man. We are one people. I'll be the first one to tell you the majority of Russia supports Vladimir Putin for real, because their life has gotten better. But this is not the point of the video. If you want to see exactly what happened, you can look it up yourself. If you want to see some, I'm gonna put up some shots and everything. Basically, this PR move was stopped in its tracks pretty quickly. They're not being invaded. They didn't get anywhere far. Basically, what happened is that The Ukrainian side, they suffered huge casualties in Avdiivka in Ukraine. So the Zelensky regime had to make another PR move. And this is what they did. That stretch of road that goes from Kharkiv to Belgorod is a very good place and a very good spot to make these PR moves, man. But this, again, this is not the point of the video. This is a food for thought. United States has basically been invaded through the southern border. Millions of people are coming into the States. They're giving out hotel rooms, food, everything. They're being fed for months on end, and their crime is going through the roof. In America, almost every major city is overtaken by drugs. And I've seen it firsthand. If you go down to Philly, there's these zombies walking around, man. Heroin zombies is what I call them. It looks like a zombie apocalypse for real, because it goes for blocks on end. So how is this invasion of Russia and America connected? When I heard about this whole thing, and when I started to talk to people on the ground, the first thing that I realized is that Putin is answering to higher ups just like everyone else, because they obviously let this happen. They have elections right around the corner. So he's letting this thing happen, even though life for Russians overall has improved tremendously. But bells ring off in my head that there are higher ups. As much as I would want for Putin to be some messiah type or prophet type that is fighting against the establishment, these sort of things, as what happened yesterday, proves to me again that what they're trying to do in Russia right before the elections is scare people. And you know what, buddy? You have to now fully rely on the government. And on the other hand, in America, I'm thinking to myself, why all of a sudden they have a Civil War movie coming out? Everyone's talking about the Civil War, Texas and southern borders and everything like that, and cities are being overtaken and crime is going through the roof. Why are they doing this? Is there really a civil war about to happen in America? Are they finally flushing America down the toilet and Europe down the toilet? And you know what the point is of, and the connection is between what happened in Russia yesterday and today and what is going on in America and in Europe? They want for all of us to surrender power to the government even more than we have. They want the population to say, oh my God, look at what's going on. Please, Mr. Government, take control of my life. I don't want to argue anymore, especially with YouTube and everything that's going on, Rumble, everything. There's all these people anti-government and anti-establishment and everything like that. They will force the rest of the population to say to us people that are trying to bring you the truth, look, man, shut up. I don't care. Just please, I don't want for all of this to happen. Please let the government do whatever they want to us. They want to lock me inside my house for 6 months on end. Let them lock me inside my house, just as long as we don't have zombies in our cities and invasions into my lands, and as long as we don't have all of this craziness, this civil war. Oh my God, no civil war. Please, Mr. Government, please do something about it. I will do whatever you want me to do. And as sorry as I am that Putin is not some guy also fighting against the establishment, I kind of understand, man. Maybe he did have some good intentions, even though, again, I think that Putin himself is no longer around. I think that the idea of Putin is around, that they created for Russia. But this, again, proves to me, with everything that's going on with the conflict in Ukraine, the conflict in Israel, just think about it, man. Do you think one of the oldest militaries in the world, such as Israel, they just let some dudes on mopeds and stuff ride into their land and do all of these terroristic acts on October 7th or whenever that was. I might be off a little bit. Do you really think they didn't know what was going on? No, they want to terrorize us. We've surrendered the power a long time ago as a majority of a population, but they want us to surrender the power fully. And they want people like me and for other people that are speaking out to shut up finally for good. Because what they're going to make happen is they're going to make the other population that even started to listen to us now turn against us and make us shut up. Because as we know what we're getting too relaxed, man. We got YouTube and Rumble and all of this stuff, and we're actually finally speaking out our mind, and people a little bit waking up and hearing about Tartaria and maybe the possibility of the world being flat and everything like that, man. Nah, buddy, you better relax. I'm gonna show you what's up. And they just did the same thing in Russia, man. They want the population, because what's going to happen is this whole PR move just got shut down. The elections are right around the corner. People in Russia, they're going to be like, yes, Putin, you are the man. Of course I'm voting for you, man. There's going to be civil war in America. Americans are too lazy for a civil war. The whole BLM movements and everything, it showed us. These people were running for it. It was George Soros and everything like that. But the population was actually reacting on this. And these people, they were running for Nike stores, not government buildings. So America is not ready for civil war. You have to be hungry for a while to be pushed to the brink of a civil war. And Americans have been fed for way too long, so they don't want a civil war. They want you to surrender your power fully. They want to come for your kids whenever they feel like it. And that's the connection between the fake Russian invasion and what's going on at the southern border in America, what's going on in Europe and everything, because Europeans are getting too relaxed too. You're getting too relaxed, European buddy. We're going to put you in your place. Slavic people have always been rebellious, man. We've always been at war. So what are they doing with us? They're exterminating us. But the rest of you fed people, the Westerners, Americans, and Europeans, man, they're going to put you in a place. They're going to have you scared. That's exactly what's going on. This is my food for thought for the day. Let me know what y'all think. Huge shout out to Romaniya Poet. The book, A Journey Inside, is right behind me. My beautiful wife. A huge shout out to Jim Dillinger. Thank you for coming on to the podcast. I'm waiting for you again and again. Huge shout out to my brother Tomek. Thank you also for joining. I have a super cool podcast coming up next week. A super high ranked police officer is going to come and speak about the state of policing in America. So look out for that, man. If I was all over the place, I'm sorry, but you get the point, man. Don't surrender the power. That's all I'm saying, man, because that's what's happening right now. They want us shook. They want us scared. Anyway, this was food for thought. Uno.